Our students have a mental power and toughness that is always changing, endlessly experimenting with the latest and cutting-edge research. Our understanding continually evolves with over 200 arcane laboratories. They are shaped in clinics and grafted in the real world. From careful studies basics to full Izzet certification, we teach it all. Our campus is conveniently located in the heart of downtown Ravnica. If you're dedicated to nature and science, Simic University is for you. Simic University, we don't just teach evolution, we evolve.
All right, man. Morning full of technical difficulties. OBS had an update, and I was a jackass, as the frame suggests, and clicked on it, and all of a sudden I couldn't hear anything. It's a really good thing I do quality control. I always record myself just to make sure everything was looking and sounding good, and the visuals were there, but I was just going, and I went through all kinds of things, but Discord, OBS little help issue was they were just there in a spot and did a little tweaks here and there, and so anyway, beware of updates, and congrats to Mindstab our latest mod in the Propaganda family. Well deserved, and you have Chimpskey to thank for that because he brought it to my attention. I would have eventually remembered, discovered, thought of it, blah blah blah. Anyway, and thanks to Chimpskey a second time for this list by Mr. Fernando. This is a really spicy little Izzet list. I was going to play something of the Spider Persuasion because of the new set, and nothing really talked to me too much about that. So, Anyway, so we've got 17 lands. Why so little? Because we're running the, where is it? Lórien Revealed. So it's like we're playing with 21. We've got 1 fjord, the 4 bridges, 4 seats, and 4 furnaces. Got 2 and 2 on the lands. We've got the Synthesizer Relic combo. The whole reason we're playing this today is Resculpt. Nice little instant trick. You can technically kill creatures that are in your way. I don't know if you want to turn it a 4/4, and if the 5/5's coming your way, turning it into a 4/4 is not that good of an option, but it's always an option. Speaking of options, we got Galvanic Blast, Lightning Bolt, 1 Deep Analysis, 4 Thoughtcast. The Kessig and the Terror are our only creatures, whopping out at 8. We've got Breath Weapon to set things right, and Counterspell. In our sideboard, the only thing I changed, technically not really a change, there are 4 Red Elemental Blasts in Mr. Fernando's list. I went with a Pyroblast because I didn't have a 4th Red Blast. I'm an old schooler and I have more Pyroblast than I do these. So I guess I need to get 1 more of these. 2 Cast in the Fire, 2 Blue Blasts, 3 Annul, 2 Relics, and 2 Campfires rounded out. Word of the wise, I will punt like crazy on this because I've never played it. So we're just going to run on in here. Had a lot of drama in our neighborhood last night. We had we live in a very safe town. A lot of people don't even lock their doors, and there was a B&E, police presence everywhere. They had the helicopter out. It was didn't feel like we lived where we do, so that was a little scary. My chess group went really well. I did the solo class yesterday, just a bunch of angels, or 18 kids, and very thrilled and excited to play. I'm not sure about this hand. We have enough artifacts to keep rolling through here. We'll keep for now. But yeah, kids were really eager. Totally different. I'm going to drop the fjord because our synthesizer might turn up a land and I don't want to whiff on it. So the Wednesday class that I teach, they're just demon spawn. These kids are just, not all of them, but there's like only 12, and 4 of them are pretty bad, and it makes for a very frustrating day because they, run over and knock things over, and there's about half of them that just don't seem too into it. However, the one that I taught, which was solo, I didn't even have any help with it. There's a lot more kids, and boy, they were from kindergarten to like 6th grade, and some of the older kids were really strong players. So it was a challenge to keep them all interested and motivated at the same time, but that's what I'm there for. All right, let's lead off with this in case we just top deck a land. We are very flooded at the moment. See what we get. always synthesize first thing because you might pull up a land. Cool thing, you still get to do your little synthesizer thing because it's just when it leaves play. So if you do the reshape on that, it's good time. Oh, we can't play it. Darn it. All right. Well, shoot. We'll bring out a seat and pass the turn. Yeah, I got to get up on my league. I've only got a few more days. I got to play like 3 or 4 more matches, I think. I'm 7-1 in the Pauper Brew Society thingy. Having a pretty good go of it. I got 3rd on Pauper Classic Tuesday, but what was charming is ESO jumped in and played my Death Touch list from last week and got 2nd with it. I forget who got 1st. Getting the kids into Magic already. Pickleball while you're at it. Oh, yeah. My oldest is like a mini version of me that way. We're pretty much the same creature. There's a fire breather or flame breather. Had a big murder this morning out front, handing out peanuts and such. Those guys are getting pretty cool. All right, maybe I should trip this now. I really hate losing the tempo on that. Might be cool to... Let me do this just so I can... we might find a way to get rid of that Kessig. We have Metalcraft and Lightning Bolt for Galblast. Talking about my chess children. Yeah, that's right. Hey, there we go. Cool. I like when a plan comes together. Let's go. Whack. Get out of here. Good card. I wish there was a way in Magic Online that you could say set as default, because this old Lightning Bolt, I love it, but I have newer ones, and it always, every time, I could see if it mixed them up, and it was some here, some there, whatever. It's always the ones that I don't want. I wish you could just like right click and say set as default. So if anybody out there is a programmer with Daybreak Games, please do that. Oh, that's right. I think Elves won. That's right. It was like a year ago. Ooh, but yeah, I was pretty intimidated. The kids just kept coming, and because I was supposed to only be teaching like 13, and then like 3 or 4 more just showed up, and that's our policy to just let them in, show them a good time. So it was very cool, getting them all, beginners over here, intermediate, advanced. The advanced ones were pretty cool because they would come over and help and like a second teacher or something. So that's always good. All right, we're at 16. We've got another kill card. Let's bring out the synth. You know what? Let's not. Let's pop this synth and see what we get. That way we'll get at least some staying power. Always yield. What are we going to get? Be something 1 or less, please. All right, that's good. Say okay to that. We'll bring out the furnace. I don't know if this is really worthy of one of these creatures. Let's shoot them. We've got another one in hand. If they, I'm pretty sure this Samurai token's not going to live very long. They've got 4 cards in their hand. They probably got a bolt of their own. So I was considering hitting the Epicure there, but we shall let them use it on them. Yeah, I've done it, Chimpskey. I've traded different accounts and stuff. I've got like 3 Magic Online accounts over the years. One used to be my son's. Both of them. Technically, I have 4 if you count my own. Geez, that's right. So every once in a while in December, they'll do that thing where it's like, if you've logged in, and it's such and such. So I always try to log in the fall so that if they have any sort of Christmas giveaway, I get 4 of them instead of 1. Pretty cool. Not that I ever play on them. I mean, the cards are just zapped, gone. Clockwork coming over, doing some steady work on our life total. Got to stabilize here. Might consider playing synth and cracking it just so we have another body. Such a good card. So yeah, this morning at OBS, I couldn't believe it. I was just it took like probably about 45 minutes to come to the full fix. So like I said, I am very glad that I do what I do as far as quality control and such, because that was craziness. Well, we can just pull this dude out, cancel that. Let's bring out a synth first, because we might hit a land here. Oh man, well that's a bummer. I want to get this Terror out more than I want to draw cards. So let's get this going like this. We'll just do this now. 3 and 4. Wee bit expensive, but we got a pretty good blocker. They've already shown us Galblast, but they don't have any more artifacts. They need 2 more to make it, do the whole like run into it and then zap it. So that's that. There was some new Azorius crab that somebody sent in with the shell of my, protection from red deck. Almost played that today because it did use one of the newer cards. Maybe we'll play that next week. I just haven't had much time to fine tune it. So yeah, I had a nice little dinner party, cocktail hour with the neighbors last night. That was a lot of fun. Talking about all kinds of different industries and such. Yeah, it was. We haven't really taken that much damage yet, and we should. I mean, these are the decks that just run you over, so it feels like we're stabilizing here. It'd be nice to find one of the, we got a breath weapon in this. I can't remember if it's that or the cannonade. Yeah, that's the one with vigilance. Yeah, it's a pretty good little find. Being able to block the same turn's pretty sweet. Let's do this first. Krakatoa. All right, cool. We'll play another one. Oh, yeah. We've got double mana. We'll hit it, keeping our lands back just in case we top deck one. Let's go. Fun little list. 8 creatures. It's technically 12 if you make all these little samurai tokens. Alrighty. Well, we'll do that then. And attack. Might be able to just bolt here, right? If they do a double block, I'm going to kill one of them. Because that signifies they've got the bolt in hand for the terror and the mana to pay for it. Yep. Okay. I'm not falling for a bolt. Let's kill one of these. We'll get you, sir. And our new mod. Congrats to Mind Stab Throw. All right. Here we go. Reckless Impulse. Alrighty. Wish I had a counterspell. I do not. All the creatures are gone. We got about a 3-turn clock. Still playing left-handed for all you curious. My swelling has gone way down. My finger almost looks normal. Of course, how could I forget pickleball? So we were in first place in our league, feeling all full of ourselves, and we played the team that we usually always beat, and we're supposed to beat. We're man for man, woman for woman, better in all categories, and we lost bad. It was like 2 wins to like 6 losses or something, and everybody just played like crap and just got in our own heads too much, and it's a lot like golf that way. So my wife was mad. She does not like, if any people on the planet or team, that's the team that she doesn't like to lose to, and we lost bad. So yeah, it's frustrating, especially when you train as much as I do and you kind of have an off night. You're like, what is going on? I think I just cared too much. Usually I go in like just laissez-faire, don't have any concerns, just doing my thing and running people over. That's usually how I play, but I was getting so like kind of angsty over like my wife's, you could just see the temperature rising, Okay, we got a Kessig. Let's hope we find something else. We could kill it and do the thing. Well, let's, I guess I could do that EOT, but I kind of want to do it now. You know what? It's probably better to just crack this. Let's get a dude out. Maybe we'll find a way to get rid of that Kessig Flamebreather. I keep calling it a Flame Breather. It's a Flame Breaker, isn't it? Let me see. Flame Breather. Oh, I was right the first time. Well, that's frustrating. Let's hope they do something now, right? Wonk, wonk, wonk. I guess I'll bring this out. We don't have much reason for anything else. I just hope that they do something now. I'll attack with both. Might as well. It has vigilance. We know they got a bolt, so that's the double block. Glad I was aware enough to do that. We're going to resculpt EOT. Probably take out one of our furnaces. I got to remember that this exiles the thing and it doesn't turn it into something. I have this Kenku mindset where I'm like, that'd be a funny quote. I have a Kenku mindset. But I keep thinking like, oh, I'll make sure it's the, the indestructible land, and then it'll be indestructible 4/4. It's like, doesn't work that way. All right, they're zapping us. Hey, is our stuff still exiled? It is. Check this out. Why not? Well, I know of a couple reasons why not, but sure, we'll use it because we have it. Probably the only time I would counter that, but it is there. Now we're out of Resculpt, but whatevs. I'm only preventing 1 damage. That's probably a pretty bad idea. Note to self: let Lava Darts go. If you play Lava Dart, use this old one. The newer art is not very good. Don't forget, Synthesizer leaves the battlefield. Yeah, I was just mentioning that Mind Stab, where you can do that on the Synthesizer and you get both of them because it's leaving the battlefield. But thank you for that. Good double check and make sure I mentioned it. All right, there's a Tomb Raider. We got blockers. Yeah, that was a misplay. We'd be at 7, and we'd have a whole lot more going on here. Nope. It would be funny to chain this back, so it kills us immediately. 0 cards in their hand. Rand's Resolve. How did this go down? What cards are in exile? Are we dead? Almost. That's got to be frustrating. Yeah, they just kind of drawn to maybe another lightning bolt effect here. Oh, they already got the dart. Yeah, they got us dead. Yep. This and then the dart. That'll do it. All right, so we lose the first game. A little too slow. I can do math. RDW. Bring in the usual suspects. And then, wait. What did I do? Yeah, Blue Blast. That's right. I don't want those. I probably could use some campfires. Really want to see these come up. Oh, come on. Got enough of these things, man. Ugh. I'm supposed to sideboard in 2 seconds. Yo. So anyway, that's the deal with the pickleball update. I am going to go back, replay these games, and block these people. That's like 2 last week and 1 today already, so won't let them join the games in the future. Watch, we'll have like huge wait times. I'll have like a couple hundred people, no playlist. Would I like to play first? Yep. Like, see if they explain themselves, but we're going to keep this because of Lórien Revealed. Be neat in the future to just get like a pool of about 100 players that are available and just make, have them at the ready to just play. That would be pretty sweet too. All right, we'll lead off with this. Do the thing later. Is this the same list? What are the odds of that? Probably less than 0.00 something. Island cycling. Alrighty, I'm just gonna get a basic. No sense in getting fancy. What do we got? Oh, play this. Doing the thing. Oh yeah, it is a pretty low count today. Yeah, we're usually in the 20s or sometimes in the 30s. Only 6. You're probably right. There's probably some event or something going on here. I feel like we're going to get I'm going to just bolt them out of hand size concerns. Land, please. Okay, we'll take it. Island cycling. We'll get the last island so that we have Counterspell backup. If we want to get really reckless, we could Resculpt. I wouldn't. Maybe that should just be 3 Resculpt. Nah. I'm boycotting. Yeah, there were quite a few people mad at the Disney / Angle set and stuff. I know a couple of people were saying they were going to do some form of boycott or not support that one. I get it. I work for Disney. Okay. Yeah, it's very rare that I don't know what I'm going to play by about Wednesday, but this week was one of those weeks. So thanks again, Nim, for the last minute Hail Mary here. We've got nothing to do. Give me a land, give me a land, give me a land. Yeah. All right. Well, shoot. Let's go get another one. We'll get the Fjord. We'll drop the Fjord and go. I might do the Resculpt here just to get something online at the end of turn. We don't sit on these counterspells too long. Throw decks. Yeah, I want to get some. Our Thoughtcast is going to be dead if I do this, but I'm going to do it. Resculpt. Height. Counter. Maybe. Finding it. Do we have a counter? The dramatic sting. Hey, it lives. Turned into the best idea ever. Oh no! We just land destroyed ourselves after fighting for all these lands. All right. Now our Thoughtcast looks really out of range, right? Bit clunky here. Might do with like a chromatic star. That drawing going on early. Fix some stuff early. Who knows? Yeah, that's a must counter. See ya. Hopefully it works. No. Whack. And at 5, we need to top deck a mountain and use 2 spells on it. And I will. Didn't get notification today. Ah, that's yet another thing that's hopefully OBS needs to fix. I was just saying we had technical issues today. And yeah, it was not fun that way. Let's bring out the Terror. Now that we've fought through enough stuff. Now we got to fight through all the little dorks. And I have to use 2 spells on that darn thing. Oh well. Tayakuba! The weekend is complete. This is Z. We'll call it Izzet Control. Or is it not? But yeah, I gotta say, teaching those kids in the chess arts is very rewarding. It's maddening on Wednesdays and it's rewarding on Fridays. No to 2 of those, please. Please be out of counterspells. This guy seems to have them all. Oh, that's interesting, Daiku. Well, maybe it only does it once to prevent it from appearing like spam or something like that. Yeah, I had to record because I was like, well, is this in it? Because I could hear everything fine, but my video playback. So I didn't know if it was a video playback issue. So I had to stream a test signal to see. I did one for like 10 seconds and it didn't show up. So I had to record for like a minute to do it officially. And that's how that went. All right, well, we'll be killing that next turn. We got 4 on this. Yep, too late. All right, cancel that. Attack! They've only got a few turns, folks. Double Mystic. That'd be a good fit in this list, too. Maybe in the sideboard, if you like this style of list. Be fun to just kill one of your little birdies for a 4/4 upgrade. I think if I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and change my name to Dayakuba. That's just too cool sounding. All right. Off we go. Lórien Revealed. We've only got 1 left in our list. Hopefully they don't have counterspells because I am going to try to double blast that Mystic out of the water. That's how I feel in the morning with all my crows. Just walk around. And there was about that many this morning. It was probably about 24. Quite a big murder. And here we go. Been having a little bit of fall show up. It was raining the other morning. Well, sprinkling. Let's be honest. Not to be dishonest. And our neighbors from Italy are back doing the thing. You know what? I'd rather kill that than have one of these go through. So I'm going to lead off with this. See if it gets a counter. Oh, cool. Well, I'm going to try to blast now. Let's go with this now. I hate using 2 spells on this thing, but I will. Wish I had a Spell Pierce. Come on. Oh, no. Speaking of Spell Pierce, I had a perfectly timed Spell Pierce. Son of a gun. Okay. Darn it. Full air package. That must have been a Battle Screech reference, I would imagine. No. Spell is like a double kick in the crotch. It asks you everything twice. It's like, hey, remember when you got countered? Remember that? Remember that? You want to pay for it now? Want to do it again? The store finally restocked my favorite turmeric love drink from Suja, S-U-J-A, I think it is. So I got about 9 of those. I just buy all of them. Suck them down. There must be something in my DNA that calls out to that. I don't know how I went 50 years on this planet without having that almost daily. That is such a good drink. Who knew I like turmeric so much? Well, if I get a breath weapon now, I can blast my way through that. Mind Stab's keeping us on the hook. He's had a crazy idea. No, it's just a health drink, really. Very similar lists. Birds might get the better of us. We'll find out soon. I don't like the math here. I keep bumping into birds. All right, we will play this. I am going to try to do this for this. Hey, 3? What a ripoff. Ay. I really have to get rid of that damn thing. 5 cards. Let's do it on upkeep, eh? We'll attack just so we get hit with a less. I'll trade with that other terror if he wants to come at me with it. Yeah, we could, couldn't we? We'll let these guys trade. Hopefully they do some EOT technologies. I don't want to get spell pierced, but I'm going to try it again. 1 and a 2Z. This is such waste. If he's got another one, it's probably what's going to lose me the game if he's got another pierce here. Oh, at least it's an honest counterspell. Mercadian Masks. Woo! All these birds are going to take down my dude. This doesn't seem like a very good place to breathe the air, does it? The seething landscape. I have the landscape commercial almost done. It's just missing something. Can't quite tell. Where's our ginger brute when we need him, huh? Taking 3. We really need breath weapon here. That would be epic. Opponent seems to be having every counter known to man. Or known to woman, as their avatar suggests. No! We are losing! I am bleeding, making me the victor. A little Kung Pao reference for all of you out there. Well, it felt good a couple minutes ago. Now we got a naked board. All right, Synth, good to have you. Breath weapon. Yeah. How you like that? Pop, pop. Bingo. See you later, Crimson. Don't have a spell pierce. Oh my God, that would be so brutal. We live. This costs 2, right? Yeah. Just double checking. I was so nervous, Chimpskey. Whew. That was a pretty damn good breath weapon. Whew. If we didn't already have Galvanic Blast breath mints, I would probably, I don't know, that almost sounds like, purposely bad breath. Like maybe a breath weapon could be an ad for if you're on a date that you don't want to be on, or you got set up with somebody you don't want it to go well, so you take a breath weapon and then your breath smells like garlic or something. I mean, for me that would be an attractant, but for most people they don't like the smell of garlic. I don't know if that's quote worthy, but we'll take it. We've got 3 artifacts. 3. Do your counting. Jeez, it's running like a 4/4 package here. That does not bode well for us. I'm not sure if graveyard's where I want to be at. Oh, man, it would be really cool to turn that thing on, wouldn't it? Cancel. Let's do this first. See what's up. Give me something good. Okay, that's good. I like that quite a bit, actually. We can play right into this. If they mess with our... Oh, we can't, can we? I think it might be better to block the Mystic there. We'll say cancel on that and just do it next turn. That way, if they blast this with the Scred, we can respond with a Resculpt. Yeah, they're rebuilding pretty well. All right, we'll Resculpt now. Yes, I'm trying to pay 1 for a Resculpt. Did I just target that? I thought I swore I pointed at this. Dang it. This is Scoopsville if I accidentally targeted. I did. Look at that. I clicked here, and then it asked me to pay, and I paid, and then it saw that. So that's frustrating. We lose a land. And it's an artifact, too, and we have Thoughtcast in our hand. We're going to scoop this one. That's embarrassing. Little interface issue there. Doesn't feel like a punt. I feel like I did that right, but oh well. All right, let's bring in the red ones. Really like this. Maybe lose some bolts here. RB some flexibility. I don't know if I want to go relics, but I think we're gonna. I'm not too thrilled about a deep analysis in this list. Let me kill one of those. Maybe just one of these. Yeah, that's what I did. I clicked on it, and then I paid the cost. It's not the first time I've ever played Resculpt. We've played about 2 shows with Resculpt themes. This is about our 3rd if I was to be a betting man. Yes. Okay. All right. Clunky, but we'll get there. Hopefully. I think that our opponents got the edge here just because they just have so many more creatures. And, if we keep answering them and blocking them, we're going to run out before they do. So try to be a little bit more aggro here. Try to get that Flamebreather out immediately. Oh, that's interesting. How many more creatures? I keep meaning to put together a very good list of those, but I'm failing to do so. Here we go. Flamebreather online. Might be able to get in some good damage. Izzet builds aren't known for their life gaining, but that Ice Tunnel might say differently with a very expected Fangs showing up in our near future, maybe. Who knows? All right. Let's fall into this and see if we just find something. Turning this on. Boy, those birds are loud. We got all the doors and windows shut, and it sounds like it's in this room. Spell Pierce. No. No again. All right. Well, just in case we'll do that. We'll go find this out. Cycling. Just going to get a basic. That's all I can get. Our Fjord is out already. 2 cards in the yard. What do we have here? Attack. I'm going to play very gingerly around Resculpt. Resculpt. Put the T on there, man. But yeah, this morning's tech issues, I was oddly happy or proud of myself because usually I can get pretty flustered and like a little bit of anxiety sometimes. I especially when it's tech related and I'm on the clock, but I was just like able to kind of keep myself really under control, and so that was good. And I really felt like it's because of teaching chess to all these kids and kind of getting in that state more often now, and pretty interesting. Alrighty, let's how much would this cost? Too much. Alrighty. Well, let's do this then. Relic. Yeah, I think you're right, Dreamer Stango. A lot of people just don't remember old cards. We'll bring this out. And even this, it's like we care about our graveyard. Why did he go with this over like a, Tormod's Crypt or something? I guess we'll do it now. Might be relevant here. Zap. So we're going to have the Relic. And with the Thoughtcast. Maybe like 2 and 2 with Perilous Research. I think that might be the answer. You get you just don't want it in your opener, I mean, we can cast it now. That's cool. That is very true. All right, we'll do this thing here. Try to keep them off their good stuff. Should I power out a Terror? I've got nothing else to do. I can trip, or I could trip that. Boy, that costs a lot. We can't even do it yet, so let me just do this now. Trip it. Done. Sure. Bring this guy out. Probably eat a fat counterspell, but whatever. Trying to be proactive here. There's a counter. 3 cards in the yard. Right. Yeah, Goblin War Drums. That'd be a good one. Yeah, whenever I play my Blue Blitz, which is often, I always get people like when I suspend Infiltrator El Core, they always get like this pause, digital pause. You can tell they're reading it. Like, wait a minute, that's a pretty good list. I'm going to play that sooner than later, even though we just played it like 2 months ago, I think, because I put together, I think it's Hidden Strings. It's a Cipher card. I took out Snap and I put in the Cipher card. Oh my goodness. Just taps everything down like 2 times over. Oh, it's beautiful. Because everything in that list is unblockable. And the only time you ever get beat is when they can keep up with, how hard you're hitting, and then to be able to tap is just awesome. Tap on tap target permanent. Yeah, it's the other one. It's the other one I'm thinking of. All right, let's get rid of their stuff. Can almost do the thing. Yeah, I want to trip this now. Well, that's cool. Yeah, let's give it a go. Bam! Not going to help too much, but they got a Spell Pierce yet again. That would really suck. Okay, well, we've got a creature. Hands of Binding, that's the one. Yeah, I tried both. I had a 2-2 split for the very first time I tried it, and I was like, oh, it's hands down, got to be Hands of Binding. Yeah, thank you, MyStab. Oh, it is. I haven't seen that in Chimpskey. I haven't seen a High Tide list in probably 3 months. I've been really negating my, or what's the word? Not keeping up on tournament reports and stuff like that. I just get my own little world sometimes. My lower back was hurting me from playing too much pickleball. There was one move I did, and I could feel it. And boy, did I feel old. I had to take a few days off, and today it's first day back feeling almost 100%. It was like when I went to tie my shoes, I'm like, oh, it was painful. How much do these cost now? Too much. Too much, I say. Wow. Now, does this tap the thing? Let's see. Sacrifice, put a stun counter on it. If a permanent was under, it would become untapped, remove. Oh, darn it. I wish it would just tap it. That would have been awesome. Get rid of these. Doesn't feel like this is going all the way. This breath weapon's going to take out our own dude, too. I think this is just a bad matchup. I know there's that article I always reference where they, if you have a deck that does, two decks that do similar things, the one that's slower usually tends to win. I forgot who wrote that article. Was it Ziv Mashowitz, I think? Not quite sure, but... All right, well, we can Breath Weapon with impunity now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really wondering if I should crack this relic. 1, 2. We only have 2 in our yard that reduce the terror here. They're at that stage where 5's kind of the sweet spot. I'm going to hold out on Breath Weapon here. Same with Goblin Caves. I really like that card too. Mindstab and Dreamer. That one's get a bunch of 1/1s. They make them like they're nothing, and then if all of a sudden every one of them's a 1/3, it's like good luck. Things like Breath Weapon are shut off. Okay, that's a pretty good time to do that. It's just this is on the stack. I might consider cracking the relic here. I'm just going to cast this now. I mean, we have to. It's a sorcery. Don't have much options here. If the Spell Pierce hits, I'm going to be so sad. All right. I think I'm going to trip this in response to that. We've only got 2 in our yard. This way we'll have 1 in our yard. We're just going to draw all this stuff. Okay. Okay. Visit the Goblin Caves. Yeah, the problem with knowing all these old cards is like that sort of a commercial would be lost on newer players. They'd be like, wait, what? You have to first educate them that it exists and then do the spoof. That's why one thing about the only good side of having so many new cards showing up all the time with these set after set, even though Wizards claimed they were going to stop doing that over a year ago, and it seems like they haven't taken their foot off the gas, but it does. I try to have a hyper focus on the new cards for a commercials aspect, just so the newness of it stays around a little bit longer. One of my favorite commercials I cut was that Arkham's Astrolabe Warehouse, and when that got banned, it's like anybody that hasn't played in the last, or over 10 years ago practically, then they're not going to get it. No one plays Island Dig your Island Dragger. Let's bring that up in the so everybody can read the stats. Grugberg, yo. All right, definite Breath Weapon time. Let's just hope we can. I really like our opening here. We almost have a 1-mana Thoughtcast, and if we find one more way of dealing damage, we can clear the board here. We got to watch out now for Spell Pierce. Frustrating. Wish I had Hasty Creature. Okay, let's try this out, shall we? Let's blow this dude up. Cast it. Bam. Go and get. There we go. Just in case they have the thing, I'm going to do this now so we can pay for a Spell Pierce. Woo! That feels good. Nice and clean. And we'll do this. Tap ourselves out here. We get Spell Pierce now. Hey, cool. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in our yard. We've got a pretty relevant thing going on here. And we know they don't have Spell Pierce. I mean, they would have done it. Skimming Strike. Oh, is that one of those split cards, eh? Alrighty, I think we just need to overload the board with terrors here. Can we bring out multiples? Ooh, that's tempting too, huh? Let's wait one more turn on this terror overload. If I get a land now, we can kill one of our furnaces and then fill up our yard with even more spells. Even if this gets countered, it'll sort of help. Lose focus. Okay, Nope. Let's see, these only cost 2 now? All right. Yeah, we'll have triple terror next turn. So there goes their counterspell. Let's do it. Oh, Grogberg's at a... Well, good luck to your girl playing soccer. Oh, man. Resculpt might come into play here. A little EOT action. I don't know what our opponent's on. Just a bunch of counterspells? They would have countered more than just the Lórien Revealed. It feels like they just drew that. Okay, let's do the thing. Wow. 1, 2, terror. We'll do a triple terror turn. Consider sitting back on Resculpt. Alrighty. We'll bring out another one. Terror. I feel like I should sit on Resculpt. Wow. I'm going to hold back and do the Resculpt on the furnace. That way our terrors only cost 1 next turn. My goodness. No offense to the opposite sex. I am very glad I had boys. 2 boys. 2 and done. No. We're going to do this now. Choose a target. This. They probably got a scred waiting for it. It's like, get killed by both Pyro and Hydroblast token. It's like ultra vulnerable elemental. 4/4 dies to anything. Ah, boys. See me doing this with my hand. It's kind of one of my exercises. Go through these little rituals here. Okay. That really blows. About once a day I can crack the knuckle where the most swelling is. Oh, it just feels glorious. I know it sounds funny, but I used to crack them all the time, and now it's just such a lost art. All right, here we go. Boy, what a game for our opponent. All right, we'll keep mystery card in hand. Terror. Come on, run out of ideas. I know they're drawing cards via the Monarch, but it just feels like they've just got one every time, okay? We had all of our terrors, and they had an answer for 3 of them. Again, there's no reason to play this island. The number one mistake I see a lot of people doing, especially with low-to-the-ground aggro lists, if you're up against, like, you know, RDW or Goblins, whatever they're calling it now, and, you know, you see them, it's like they got 5 mana, and then they play their 6/1 and show you their Hellbent. I'm like, oh, that's such a bad misplay in my opinion. Knuckle twist. Knuckle pull. Yeah, I've got a little 5-minute routine I do every day for my hand. Whoo. Had a really good hand therapist. She was really on top of it. Knew her stuff. What was her name? Old name like Martha or something like that, but and all these weird little contraptions that I got to bring home. Looks like little torture devices for fingers. Is that the only reason they're playing Landscape? I mean, Ice Tunnel? Just so you can cycle? I don't like that style of deck building. Come on over, sucker. All right, I'll try to get through and get the Monarch back. Thank goodness they're not on artifacts. Otherwise, I'd be fearing a Gal Blast here, and I might have blocked. Oh, man. They're just running the whole Monarch package. How many? Seems like all they have is counters and creatures. And they're drawing all of them, and we're not. Just getting beat by a better deck, that's all. Well, we'll try it. Oh, no. 2 more? Jeez, oh. Well, let's not use those. We'll do this. Let's probably get countered here. Blop, blop. Come on, interface. It is obvious I want to do this. I wish they'd come up with new art for Thoughtcast. Never liked that. Keep mystery card back. I guess we'll attack here. Yeah, let's just attack. We've lost. Maybe they'll let us become Monarch and I can zap something. You can technically top deck a bolt for the Crimson Fleet with the counterspell backup, but only if we get the Monarch. Otherwise, we just lose. Cool. Give us a. We sighted out our lightning bolt, so now all we can do is get a Gal Blast. Gal Blast, EOT. Let's go. Come on. Wah, wah, wah. Concede. Sorry, everybody. That was just a better list. Congrats to Matata. That's how you say. We will go right again. So the commercials have all been recycled, meaning my batch of ones that we've already watched over the last month so that I don't repeat. I got to throw them all in new. So if you saw the Simic, that one got quite a few votes for favorite commercial, the Simic University. That surprised me. A few people saying they thought it was the one that they thought was the most like real. But that's my mom doing the voiceover for that. So I know it's a little grim to think, but my mom's a big supporter. Obviously, most moms are. And I was like, you know what? I got to get her voice into propaganda so that inevitably, she's getting up there. When she is gone, I'll be able to kind of hear her in the propaganda universe. So that's why I try to get most of my friends that have decent speaking voices and stuff to do the voiceovers at least once. So I'm kind of surrounded by my friends digitally here. A little deep dive into the inner workings of propaganda. Woo! All right. Hey, this is a pretty decent hand. Slow, but we'll keep it. We'll lead off with the bluff. That's right. Yeah, if you want to know what my mom looks like for reference, she looks like the lady on Impulse. It's almost exactly the same. It's creepy. My father looks like, I think it's Brink of Madness. A really old card. There's old guy with like a mustache. That's exactly what my dad looks like too. I mean, those two cards really creep me out. It's like, is my life on camera here? What's going on? A little Truman Show action? Maybe somebody's uncle looks like Uncle Ispan. There's a deep dive. Speaking of old cards. All right. We are slow going. I should probably have left with Synthesizer there. Or not. I think let's ensure that we hit our island. This way we can still Gal Blast something. This is a red deck after all. Okay, here we go. Hey, look at us doing efficient things. Come on, we gotta do the thing, right? We gotta resculpt. Soon we'll hit that Synthesizer. Maybe we'll just Synthesizer pass. Sit on Counterspell and resculpt the Synthesizer EOT. I think that's the way forward. That was my stomach. Oh my goodness, that was loud. Well, I just screwed that up, didn't I? I should have done this before, because now if we hit a land, we're dead in the water. Let's let it hit, please. Tapping our most vulnerable land, artifact. Synthesizing up. If we nix and land, it's not that big of a deal. Ooh. Resculpt's really, man, this is a bummer. I'm going to let it go. Countering and resculpting, I think, is more important. He flash out some Vashino. It's like, aha! Zap! I think there's 2 or 3 Vashinos that have flash or... No, most of those have haste. I don't think there's any that have flash. I misspoke. We're going to miss out on Synthesizer if we do this as well, but I'm just going to do it because this is what the deck's about, and we're going to try to do the thing. Don't synth up a terror. Don't do it. All right. We've got one in our hand. I could live with that Counterspell being 86th. Attack. Got a 5-turn clock here. This feels pretty good. Double Counterspell backup. Oh, no. We exiled one. But if they mess with our token too much, we can always resculpt the Resculptor. Might even consider with their opponent's slow presence here, sitting back and resculpting our bridge. It's a little wanton move, but it might be required. Yeah. Terror is too far away. Let's go. Typical Magic 101. We have the threat and the counters. We, just like our opponent did to us last game, right? Sit back and get them with numbers. What do you say? What do you say? I think I'm going to do it. We're going to go red, blue, resculpt here. We've got Counterspell backup. This is a 2-turn clock now. Don't see any Galblast reach. I doubt they're running Flame/Main. Pretty hard to deal with 4/4s. Here we go. Galblast is only going to do 2 from now on. Cool. We'll put out some more food, maybe hit a land. Sit back on our counters and hope we play good Magic. Defender of Chaos. I love that card. I've tried to make that work in so many like Pauper lists, but no. In this one you have to cast, right? You can't do the thing. Yeah, so we lose out on that. All right. That'd be so cool from exile if you could do all the little abilities. Cycle. So if they don't have anything to do, I mean, they're just dead next turn. So we're going to counter anything that moves, unless it's 2 or less, and that way we can blast it. What a strange list. They're not giving up any intel here. I respect that. Okay. It's a red list. That's all we know. So we'll bring in some blasts. I want to keep these. I'm going to lose this and a counterspell. Let's go. Boop. Don't know what we're up against. You might have just been getting intel. Maybe they know they're on camera and they want to come back super strong instead of scooping immediately. Yeah, Resculpt is so vulnerable to any of the blasts. There's like 16 1-mana answers for that. It's pretty brutal. Oh, you're right. Technically, it is a colorless list. I was thinking in all my history with Magic, which is almost from the very, very, very beginning, just a few months after it came out, I was playing it. And I used to love, I gambled a lot with Contract from Below back in the day, and now I've always been in the blacklist. And I have to say, like, if I had to choose an allegiance or a side, I probably would just be black mana. And I like Halloween so much and stuff, so it all makes sense, right? Keep. Lead off with the bridge. Hopefully they don't have, okay, looks a little more typical red list now. Join the dark side, that's right. Let's open up this here. My pickleball friends have no idea of my Pauper tournaments and like just streaming outings and stuff. So sometimes my phone starts blowing up and I'm like, guys, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's like a foreign language. They don't understand what this is. And like my buddy, he lives right across the street, and we're really good friends, pickleball aficionados and such. And but he's not much of a gamer outside of pickleball. And he'll text me, and I'm usually really good at getting back, and so I won't respond for like 3 hours, and I'm like, remember, this is the day I stream, dude. Got a lot of kimchi this morning. My stomach is having a little sound circus. It's like, Reow! Yeah, Contract's just ridiculous. We do have somewhere a video of my son beating Chandelar, and that's his list had something like 5 Contracts from Below in it, because there was no limit on the count for those. All right. I think oh man, we got to do that. Oh wait, we can do that. Can we do it that way? No, shoot. I think we just have to play bridge go. Hold on. I could bring out a Kessig. It's going to eat it. This is a really interesting decision tree. I really want to kill that Kessig. I may have to wait till next turn to do it. I'm going to bring out Synth here. Slow roll this just so we can turn on Flamebreather next turn. If we cast it and blast theirs, we'll at least get 1 damage in this sequence. Oh, there's another. Okay, well, we're going to eat that. And we'll bring in tapped lands. Metalcraft has been achieved. There was a limit. Yeah, maybe I know they've had a bunch of updates themselves. I do have to say, when I see them playing Chandelar and newer cards show up, I'm like, what? It was so limited back then when the original Chandelar program. I mean, you get an air elemental out and you were the boss. It was like about the only removal spell that comes to memory. It was like Terror. We'll have to play that clip maybe next week. I wish I had like somebody in the background that could queue up stuff so that when it becomes relevant, I have to just anticipate what's going to be relevant and try to talk into it like some AM radio host or something. Terror. That used to be some of the best removal around. My son reminded me, one of our good buddy at the very top of the show, there's a picture of us at Pro Tour LA when and the guy right there in the blonde is my oldest friend. Been friends since I was 5, best friends, and he gave my son, when he was just getting into Magic, a Royal Assassin. He was just so like, oh my god, this kills everything. Of course now, it doesn't make it into any lists. I mean, think about it. If Royal Assassin was made a common, would you play it? I wouldn't. We got a pretty heavy red hand here. I'm going to bring this out. We'll bring out a breaker. And then we'll kill one of their breakers. Or breathers. Flame breaker. I keep saying that. I don't know. Let's have some. Maybe all that turmeric I've been drinking is not letting me remember something right. We're at 15. They got 2 cards. Feel pretty stable now, especially if we can get out the other flame breather. That's right, Dreamer Stingo. Well said. Got some red on red action. This dude looks like a pirate. That little fedora or whatever you call that kind of hat. That's the most inefficient. That's that seafaring cap that like captains wear and stuff. It's like, here, let's put a kite sail on our head. It's like, how many at the bottom of the oceans? How many hats like that are there from the old days? Like, especially like for captains, it's like, oh yeah, let's put a big target on our head so that the sharpshooters will know where to hit. Nothing about it made sense or makes sense. This is a very standard stock list that we're playing against. I don't know what happened that first game. I remember telling you guys my tales of woe when it came to one of the where I didn't draw. Yeah, I didn't draw a land for forever and ever in one of the Pauper Brew Society outings. I ended up winning, but it was like I did everything. I was just sacrifice, draw two, kill this creature, draw two, and I just was stuck at 3 mana till I had I think it was 25 cards left or something, and almost all of the deck list was there. I bring that up to suggest that maybe our opponent had that happen with Flood, but why would you keep an all-land hand? I guess because you're going to draw on the stuff you can do, right? Alrighty, let's bring out the dude. This one first, please. Yep. We'll play the seat, the beautiful seat. Like this artwork a lot. Cool quote, too. There we go. Let's do the thing. Doing the thing. Equip it. Probably be using that relic to freeze the sneaky snacker. Make sure it's full of preservatives, as it looks like that's her whole diet. That's the goofiest looking card. Draw me a card. Hey, that's a pretty good one. This list feels a little weird that way. It's a neat idea, but yeah, definitely a lot of room for improvements. No offense to Mr. Fernando. Or maybe he's laughing at how I'm playing it. And here comes Mrs. Junk Food out of the graveyard. We building here. Our view count's a little higher now, but yeah, I wonder if there's a big event happening. Some big streamer or something. Maybe we'll get raided. I don't really care about my live feed. It's mostly the YouTube afterwards that concerns me with, especially like revenues and things like that. But I was surprised to see that we have like 3,000 followers on Twitch. I mean, we're at like 10,000 on YouTube, but I was like, wow, that's really getting up there. All right. Well, if we get a basic, we're just going to reveal. I think we're just going to crack the relic. Let's keep that snacker tapped. Gutter Snipe. Yeah, this is a pretty fearful list. I wonder if they're new to it or if they're just having a really bad outing. Because we should be in single digits by now. Oh, this is a really good draw. We can play the Revealed straight up. I don't think I want to, though. I'll wait till later. I want to crack this now. I'll just draw into something. Maybe we even kick the synth here. We'll stun that. Yeah, we'll do a... let's double attack here. That way we can block the Flamebreather with our Resculpt. Do the thing. Invite him into our removal. Very suspect move. Did I play a land this turn? Oh, good. Glad I clicked on it. That would have been embarrassing, not hitting the land drop. And this line, this tree line, whatever you want to call it, of logic, this way, when we do cast Lórien Revealed for its draw 3 effect, we'll be able to do something that turn with the thing, right? Plus, we're going to get in 2 damage right now just by playing Resculpt. What do we got? What do we got? What is this? Gutter Snipe. I've never seen this artwork. Fire, fire, fire. What a joy. What fire? Burn it all. Never seen that art. That's pretty cool. Talk about something I'd like to block. That's it. Feels like we've got a chance at this one. Opponent had a really bad game 1, but we haven't really had to earn our win so far. We had 1 concession and a flooded hand here, so. Whoa, what's all this about? Pyroblast, that's severe. Oh, I know. Yeah, Gutter Snipe's nasty. In fact, speaking of goblin caves, it'd be a good way to keep him alive. He'd be a 2/4 body, right? Let's hope he clicked on the creature itself, right? You think you're going to get me, Copper? I got another thing for you. I wish he would attack first. Could turn off this Flamebreather effect. I'm afraid of a lava dart. Oh no, do they get us? Well, this little Resculpt trick. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, they're still gonna get us. Dang it. Ah, thought we had him. Alrighty. This is RDW again. Win L, and let's do the thing. Let me see. Yeah, campfires would be good. Breath weapon I like. I'm going to lose 1 Thoughtcast. We're going to run up against, what do you call it? I'm going to lose another Counterspell. It just feels too slow. We've got the blasts for that effect, so we technically still have 4. Let's try this. Yeah, it's very scary. Yeah, that's the dream of that list, is to run up against a non-removal, sort of like, elves or something like that. It's just like free for all my stuff works. You'd be amazed when I do my chess classes. I have a whole thing of luggage and like 2 big old stacks of things. I look like some industry professor or something. It's quite a weight. I have like what is it, 15 chess sets with me. Yes. Okay. This is an honest hand. I'd really like to see a breath weapon, but we can't really get too mad at this. We'll keep. I like our opponent's chances much more than ours. I got so mad at a bag of citrus the other day. Got it at our little market, Trader Joe's, and didn't think much of it. I was looking at the fruit, not at the advertisement, as they like to say over the pond. And it said imported from Africa. And I was like, wait, we live in California, which is like the citrus capital. It's like, I called BS. I was like, that's just, and then it said, what did it say? It said our citrus is bespoke. I was like, custom made? I was like, what you're just adding random words on these packages now? It just drove me nuts. I could probably do a 5-minute comedy bit on it. Bespoke citrus. It's like, okay. All right, let's lead off with the synth. It's a word that just doesn't sound like what it means, bespoke. Same with vapid. It's like, this list are lazy. It's like, that does not sound like what vapid should be, right? All right, we'll get our mana right. Pass up since we can't cast Experiment there. Words should sound like the thing that they are, right? Yeah, we never have a shortage of oranges out here. But that's what I was thinking too. Like, well, maybe it's like technically not in season and that's how they keep them up. But I don't know. That seems like a very long distance for a citrus journey. No scurvy on that ship. Playing against you for the win. Come on, let's go. I could see that making sense in Chimpskey, but my goodness. Not the other way around. Our deck's doing a whole lot of nothing. I think we just relic pass and then we can either reveal or bolt something that moves. I might consider this, but we've already played our land, so we have made our bed. Now we're going to sleep in it. Here we go. Where's Thoughtcast now, right? I think I took one out. Now we get like an all artifact draw. A little frustrating. I know, it's just like imported from a continent. It's like, can't get a little more specific there? I agree with you. Did we play land? Yeah, we did. All right. Even better. I'm almost glad we can't play Kessig right now because it looks like it would just get axed. We can at least bolt or do something in response, right? 54 in Africa. Yeah, thank you, Mindstab. See, tune in to propaganda, learn about the world, folks. What more do you want? I know what I want, some more viewers. Everybody take a minute. Go tell somebody. Hey, there's this bald guy playing a subpar list. He can't miss it. Commentary's good. I was just playing pickleball the other day with a lady that went to Cape Town, Johannesburg area. I've never been, but I know from my brother, he was down there in the baboons. They were just coming in waves over this hill, and they were like, get in the car. I guess they're not to be trifled with. All right, we'll do the relic trick here. Freeze our preservative lady. Go for broke. We're just going to Lórien Revealed. Man, this deck's really fighting us. It's like, is it artifacts? Is it spell-based? It's one of those decks, it can have a really good sequence, but... Oh, they forgot. They forgot the thing. Third card only happens the one time, not the sixth time. I did the same thing with that card when it came out. It's like, so if I draw 9 cards, I get to put out 3 sneaky snackers? No. Does not work that way. Island cycling. I'm good on 2 red. I think I'll just get another basic. Our last one. Let's go. Surprised we're still alive. I got 1 in the yard. Let's bring out a breather. And we're at 18, so I'll save the relic trick for later. I think we'll just... see, I don't... Resculpting the synth, it feels like in every scenario lately, it's like we can't do the thing with the mana, right? Yeah, I don't think oranges would be preferable soil conditions in Egypt. Still don't understand the seedless thing. I mean, how do those even keep going, right? All right. Oh, this is unfortunate. Do we resculpt now? I guess we do, just to get in a little extra damage. Let's do this here. Oh, we can just do this. We'll beat you to it. It's going to die. Might as well make a 4/4 out of it. He's like, wait! This effect happens and then I'm dead. Exiled. We could do that to the snacker in a pinch. Maybe we can technically block it. I could think of some scenarios where you'd want to do that, especially exiling it. Oh my god, did I miss a land drop? I think I did. Yeah, that's an interesting line. What Dreamer's Tango just wrote. Resculpt permanently answers snacker, then the terror can block it. But that's a pretty desperate scenario. But it's good to keep your options open. Got one of my favorite commercials as a commercial break because it's over 1.5 minutes long. It's usually enough time to use the facilities quickly and get another thing of coffee. But it's the fire ice vodka thing. There's so many references in that. I had a lot of fun editing that one. It's turn 4. You have 4 lands out. I doubt you missed a land drop. Okay. Good call, good call. I remember getting one, and then I'm looking at it here, but I remember I already had one out, so yeah, I played it. Thank you for the reassurance there, Mindstab. I should have made a Mindstab Thrall deck in honor of our little silly promotion here. It's like, what an amazing ability. You can post things. It's good that they thought about that, though. I bet this could become quite a hive of villainy if, get a little Star Wars quote there. If you could just post anything in the chat, people would just be doing all kinds of hateful stuff, probably. Okay, well, we know what we got to kill immediately. We'll just get this out of the way now. Let's play this here, do the thing, get the bolt. Whack! See you later. Yeah, obviously you want to go with all those, like, when it dies, it comes back effects, right? And just eviscerate the person's hand. Little Augur of Skulls action. What's he doing? What's he doing? You doing that to me? Getting the bonus for free? Let's see if we get a counterspell here. Do this on the snacker. We'll negate 3 of this damage if we can get one of our many counters. Nope. It's not to be. All right. Well, we take 5. That's frustrating. Smack. Take that. How far away is this? 4. Dang it. Attack. That card. Man, suspend anything over 2 is just so unplayable. I've tried. I had a green list about 7 years ago on the stream that used that 5/5 that's you suspend for 1 green. The problem, you know, great if you see it in your opening hand, but try drawing that like on your 4th turn. You're like, oh boy, just in that no man's land. I'm like, do I wait to play this horrible, you know, creature, or do I suspend it and wait 50 turns for it to come out? Pretty close game. I like our opponent's odds though. A lot more firepower. That's the one, the Balith, the Darkwood. I wouldn't want to be from a place called Darkwood. This sounds like dull and kind of a little lacking alacrity in the cranial region. We're doing the thing. This is frustrating. Is he going after our token? Or us? I'd imagine it's us. Yep. Yeah, why not do 5? Whack! 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 Oh my goodness. So much damage. Just causing serious damage. But creative endeavors, a lot of times I'm selfish with them, but when Little Fight sent back that read for Flame Tongue Hot Sauce, and I didn't give him any direction on I had a standard. I usually ask for a standard read, something very specific that I'm thinking, and then just if you have an accent you can do, if you have just some silly, everybody's got one of those, right? And when I heard that, I just fell out of my chair laughing. I was like, oh my God, this is just, if we were a really big show, just had huge options as far as viewership goes and stuff like that, I'm sure that would be one of our most popular. All right, let's play land. Let's do the thing here on Resculpt, so we can draw some cards. Maybe we can get rid of a creature, find a breath weapon. Don't have many outs here. Feels like we're going to lose. Yeah, that's about the only angle Dreamer Stinger with Mind Stab. That's a very good call. Breath weapon? No. Oh, my goodness. We lose. We can't deal with the flying ladies. Walk, walk, walk. We haven't lost or won a single. I mean, technically we had a quitter, so we could maybe count that one with a big asterisk by it, but I think we lost that game too. Alrighty. You know what? I'm going to roll to a commercial. I'll be right back with some more coffee and last two rounds.
Our ingredients have historic roots. Our water combines the spreading seas of Zendikar with the rushing rivers of Ixalan. Our grain is harvested from windswept heaths under Amonkhet's nourishing second sun. From the russet wolf potatoes to the straw golem berries, each piece of our mystical puzzle is then blessed by the order of the Ebon Hand, transmuting our prismatic ingredients into a magical elixir that is then held for 5 Teferi time twists. Then, our Balduvian brew mages carefully select only the finest examples, which are then exiled within our patented guild-packed glass. Introducing Jaya's hot and spicy chili vodka and Jace's refreshing ice gin. Fire and ice. Experience your opposite. Available at all Sing Here superstores.
And we're back. All right, make sure we are. All these little technical issues. All right. It's quite the Randy day. That's my buddy's name that did the VO for that, and he's at the top of the show, that oldest of friends of mine. Just thinking, got his picture up top, got him doing the VO there. Hey, it's like he's right here in the room with me. So we've had some pretty good ideas. We're going to probably upgrade Relic because we care about our yard in this list. We'll go over to our list here and double check what we're looking at. There's quite a few areas to go. Perilous Research might be a 2 of. Maybe keep Thoughtcast. Maybe cut 1 or 2 of them. Probably. I'm just not a fan of deep analysis. We're already tapping all the way out for a Lórien Revealed effect. Just not sure that's where I want to be with that. So, yeah, Breath Weapon. Might even go with 3. We've just been kind of getting overrun here. The idea is interesting. Speaking of Fire Ice, maybe we play that. It's a pretty good little card. Yeah, we were up against Burn, though, Mind Stab, and had, I think, what, less than 1 damage or something? Less than 1 damage. Anything they draw, do anything, we're dead. Campfire never showed up. Speaking of not showing up, our opponent here, not sure when they're going to... What's the other Resculpt card? Isn't there one that does the 4/4 dance, kind of the similar thing? I don't know if it exiles something, but that little Harry Potter set was surprisingly good. Quite a few Good cards there. Counterspell feels kind of chunky. Yeah. I mean, this is the last minute, like, oh no, what are we going to play? Here, load it up. All right, go. That's what the show's become. So we have not done very well with this list. Play for Fernando did a lot better. We're going to say yes to this. All right, a whole lot of stuff. We'll keep this. Pretty nice Thoughtcast hand here. Lead off with a bridge. Go. I think I'll just get everything right and drop the other bridge here and pretend that we've got a Galblast in hand. Maybe we'll draw one. Yeah, I kind of like the swarm mentality myself. I do like having indestructible lands when I see an Arbor Elf across from me, so that feels pretty good. Yeah, we're going to take that out immediately. There's a chance this could be a bad play, but there's a lot of scenarios where that's why they kept the one land hand, maybe. That's what you can guess at. You would just want to see them stall out now. And it's about 70% of the time the logic works. And it worked right there, so 71%. It's like, more removal. Let's go. Hey, we can Thoughtcast. Go here. Who needs Ancestral Recall? We'll get there organically. Beep. All of a sudden, we're doing stuff. The deck feels like it's working good now. That's a handsome little avatar. Okay, yep. We was right. Maybe we Breath Weapon here. They've got a 3-mana spell. Do they have another? Or do we? Oh, we should relic it. That'd be even funnier. I just feel like I'm playing with my food. I'm gonna relic it. That's funny. Let's do the thing. We'll say like, see you later. Maybe I can find keep slow rolling them here. Okay. I'm gonna bring out our Kessig. We'll start doing stuff next turn. Flamio Hotman. The Avatar fans out there? Anybody keeping up on the... I haven't been. It's like they dumped a bunch of cards like 2 months ago for the Avatar Airbender set, and I haven't been keeping up with it. Hey, all right. We have negated one thing. I'm just going to write down green and a W. Casting a fire would be pretty good here, just for the little 1 damage effects. I don't like the... Or maybe we just keep it running back. Don't want to really go too heavy in the woods here. Heavy in the woods, is that even a saying? I'm going to do this. Just 1. I'm trying to do the thing there, Mindstab. We always know you're doing the thing. Ugh. Yeah, the trip back to Lórien is going to be pretty sweet. I forget what that set's called. Probably Return to Lórien. I tell you, those when I do teach the chess class, it is so... I'm just one of those people that's very bad with names. I think my vocabulary is taking up that part of my brain that wouldn't remember them. What am I looking at? But I couldn't have asked for the weirdest sounding names for the kids that I have. Oh my gosh. It's like everybody has a little twist, or it's pronounced this way, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. So keep... Boy, this is a tough throwback, isn't it? We're up against green. I want to keep my bolt. Oh man, this is rough. This is really rough. What do you throw back here? I guess we get rid of Flamebreather. Yep. I'll draw into it with the Relic Thoughtcast combo, but this is weird. Okay. No first turn elf. I got a feeling we would have lost that game if we didn't get rid of that elf immediately. Out comes the bridge. Green has a lot of answers for this kind of stuff. Got to be careful what we kill. All right, I think this is just, your Gruul aggro with the 6/3 cascading pirate. D-Glamour. All right. Figured that's what was headed our way. Bring out a furnace. It'd be really nice to get a Lórien Revealed here so we can get around these shenanigans. Oh my gosh, talk about something about Deglamour reminded me. I think it's the fruit being kind of rancid and yeah, that's what it was. I had the creepiest thing happen, and it has to do with magic. We have this fruit plate in our kitchen in the corner, and usually take pretty good care of it. And oh my goodness, there was I think it was a lemon, and it was full on mold, hidden perfectly, and it was and I was like, I didn't want my son anywhere near it. I don't mind if I get sick, but I was like, usually he takes out the garbage, so I was like, I'll handle this. And I put it in the garbage, and I was just just in case there's float or whatever, I kind of sprayed bleach, just almost like a Lysol or something like that, and then I pointed it right at it and hit it. That thing just reacted. It just was like plume, just like spore cloud, like the actual card. I was like, bring that up in the chat. It was so creepy. I was like, I just kept spraying it just to keep them from going airborne. Ugh, just gives me the heebie-jeebies. We could take out both of these spores. That'd be a pretty funny move, right? Oh yeah. We're not going to do that. We're gonna try to get our land right. Bing. Draw me a normal land, please. I'll take it. I already played one. Yep. I always thought in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, it's probably just some magic, made up reference or whatever. And so often it's not. They always seem to be real world things. And when I think I've found one that isn't, we're not going to live very long at this rate. Okay. That was an interesting move. I have some comment that says, if you attack for 0 and then it goes unblocked, you win the game, or some little champion of the meek. What on earth was that for? Oh, that's a good timing, huh? I think we're going to just do the Resculpt trick here, but before we do, we can do this for 1. We can sit back and act like we didn't draw what we needed. Yeah. We'll crack the... we'll resculpt the relic. Yep. That'll get us 3 cards in the yard that matter. Ooh, making our big old creature a little bit bigger. Keep our options open. This looks like Spaghetti Man. No, boarding party. Okay, well, change of plans here. Maybe we do just stay on, keep doing the thing. Oh my goodness, Writhing Chrysalis too. Wow. All right. Do we take 9? No, I mean we can. Since red's not available, I'm going to do this as a... no, I don't want to do that. I do want him to attack with both. We're just going to have to take 6 here. I was considering doing this, and but then he still maybe attacks with that, so kill the relic, make a 4/4, do the thing. Hey, cool, double breath weapon. That's pretty sweet. Alrighty. Double breath weapon. I just had garlic for lunch. I like that. Woo! Yeah, I do believe we attack here. Let's actually, let's not. Let's bring out the relic. Draw us a card here. Another relic, eh? I think we just pass, or do we attack? We attack, and then when that last trigger happens, we can... no, that wouldn't work. Do it for 4. He trips it for the last one. Maybe? Do I really want to be taking that damage, though? No. You know what? I think I'm just going to block. I'm going to pass block. I think I'm just going to block because I want Breath Weapon to clean up the board here, and it'll kill our token, so I might as well take something with it. Oh boy. Yeah, double Breath Weapon pull. Not that I can double Breath Weapon mana yet. There's that. Interesting turn. Yeah, I'm going to block here. Do that. Now I'll blast the Hunter. Hunter. It's going to be a day full of L's on our little sheet here, but it's a neat little list to tinker with. Good one to take by yourself and modify. How much is this costing us now? Hey, that's a pretty good price. I think we can abide. Bring this out. Get a little bit of defense going on here. I'd rather just draw the card now. The price is right. Okay, that's good. We'll do stuff next turn. I promise. We can at least double Breath Weapon and keep our terror alive. When I get that initiative. They are hellbent, so this is good news. And they're drawing 2 cards here, but that's not good. Attack, please. There we go. Yeah, this is going to hurt if they go for it. No go. Okay. I love you, Mind Stab Throw. Good stuff. Very cool. Can we do everything? Can we Thoughtcast here? Yes, we can. Let's go. We're going to be taking so much damage, though. No more draws to go. Play this out. Do the blast. Jeez, can we even survive next turn? We have to block, don't we? Oh, this is horrible. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it. I mean, I can relic that. The Breath Weapon now is kind of folly. Yeah, I know the relic on the Chrysalis. And then pass. Ugh. I guess we just... Yeah, we have to do this just to survive. That's a whole lot of Eldrazi tokens. I was really wanting to get the Monarch there, but we'll do the thing and at least keep him honest, right? I'll try my best to attack next turn. Probably could have done that a little bit better. We did have the Repurposer to get through there, so yikes. Okay. Cryogen Relic's pretty fascinating little card. Yeah, that's a good point, Mindstep. If I did end up blocking, it's just I really want to try to take the initiative there. And then there's that. Oh, please just have a mana. We need all the help we can get today. We're hurting. We've got a lot of L's on the page. Come on now. Alrighty. First things first, I got a relic. Keep that big beast from getting me. That's if we can get through. Land, yes. 1, 2, 3 on this. Boop. We can still counter. So that's pretty cool. We'll relic and then sit back on a counterspell. Opponent is heck bent. So appreciative of the relic at this moment. You know, one turn doesn't seem like all that great. You know, you're like, oh yeah. But in games, as you all know, definitely difference of life and death. Okay, USA, let's go. I'll do this and this for this to this. Boop. Stun, baby. You can hear the ice cracklings. Attack. It'd be amazing if we get there. I don't think we have an answer after that unless we find another relic. And didn't we exile the first one? Yeah, we only have one relic left. Good news is we do have basics in this list, and we're not looking at any of them, so we'll go get a island and hope for better weather. Or as I should say, worse weather, because I like bad weather. Love clouds. Let's go. Chill out. I've got a counterspell. Come on, draw dead. Might have to sit. Hey, we finally won. They must have drawn a land. Woo! That was a WW. All right, last round coming up. At least we didn't go winless. Technically, we're 2-2 because of the quitter, but I don't know enough about Final Fantasy to get that Mind Stab throw. Can you do a brief synopsis? Cloud Elemental. It's a number 1. Good to have you with us. I haven't said your name, I don't believe, in quite a while. It's a neat little gem you've got in front of your name. What does that depict? All right, this is a pretty decent hand. We've got the thing. We've got some mana. We'll keep this. It's the ghost from Destiny 2. Ah. Ooh. What is this? Chid 3 across from us? I haven't seen Jewel Grow's Vampire in quite a while. Sultry Lady. Woo. All right. Shall we just... Is that going to be worth killing now or later? Let's do this. We'll bring this out. Get our man right. It's a number 1. Well, thank you, because he gave us our first win. We're having a rough day, as you know. Can't find breath weapon fast enough. All right. Don't want to sit on this too long. We'll bring out our guy. It's probably going to be dead. Stuff starts going sideways a little too quickly here. We'll probably just have to use Blast Bolt to keep the board nice and clean. Yeah, that is that Gruul list with the Cascade is just turn up like dun, dun, dun. Should I block here? Survey says no. Lots of good crowds and targets. I was telling if you watch the replay number 1, that first game when I used all my power to take out the elf, I was like, this usually works, and it didn't. I was like, yes! All right, let's go with this here. I think I'm just going to surprise him and block. Pop. All righty. That's so clunky sometimes. Ugh. All right. Yeah, we'll just sit back here. We got a Resculpt turn. We'll do the thing. Yeah. We won't get any experimental benefits. Forget what movie that was where that's right on the tip of my brain where the girl something got it was a Harry Potter when Hermione, that guy's trying to date her, or her date is trying to like hit on her too much and she doesn't like him, and so they say this is really bad for your breath, and she just starts wolfing him down. That's what it's from. It reminds me of Breath Weapon. I was explaining when you were playing number 1 about like the reason you keep a 1-land hand is because you have the elf, and I'm like, I'm going to kick out the legs from this. Okay, here we go, combat. Alrighty. I'm going to change my mind on this whole line of thinking. This deck's going to get there a little too quickly. I'm going to block kill. Draw your cards. I'm not going to be taking a Pyroblast every turn. Oh, hell yeah, Mind Stab Throw. In fact, we have. Shirazman and I used to. We played a singleton matchups quite a bit. And yeah, my other favorite format, other than my first love Pauper, is Rainbow Stairwell, which is singleton, but it's every rarity, but such a fun format. I'm so surprised that didn't take off. It was a thing for around 2007 to about 2010, and then I guess the people just stopped playing, and I still love to do it. Fantastic format. All right, let's get out a blocker, or do we wait on Resculpt? Let's just Resculpt now. Right, that way we can do the thing. Whoop. Maybe we'll get some removal. Show me goods. Hey, that's pretty good. Go and get. Yeah, if y'all want a really, really fun format, especially online, you have one rare, you're good. You can't play with more than one. It's a fascinating. And if you go on our YouTube channel and scroll down, you'll see every, I don't know, maybe 3 years we'll have something that'll say plus Rainbow Stairwell, and we'll have like one match at the end of it. My son, big surprise, is amazing at it. Yeah, we're going to just kill this now. I'm tired of these things. Only one more Prowler for them. I know they're filling up their hand, but we got a pretty good graveyard now. 2. Sure. Well, if I do this, I get 3 cards. Well, let's go. Bloop. Now we got some options. Get out our Terror. Feels like we're going to win this one. Yeah, no, I have put together a Pauper list. I just can't quite remember when it went down. Well, there's a good breath weapon target. Or do I just bolt it? For the sake of tempo, I'm just going to do this now. Alrighty. Hey, Terror, look at you, costing 1 for the first time today. Yeah, we'll do the thing. Relic. Maybe we'll find some more removal. Woo! It's a freezing cold list. Actually, it isn't. We've got fire and ice. Nick, funny how maybe I was subliminally thinking about that, because this deck is fire and ice, and we just played that commercial. That's pretty trippy, huh? All right. They pay 4 to get rid of the Serpent. I love Soul Reap. Very underplayed card. There's that new discard guy that costs 1 black. I was wondering if we're going to start seeing that in the Rakdos shell. That'd be like the 8th version of Kitchen Imp. You all know what I'm talking about? I doubt the card thing helper will show it because it's such a newer card, but it might be on there. It's got some long-winded name. It's kind of neat to see legendaries again, right? All right, we'll bring out a relic. We can sit on a counterspell here, but hoping that we find something of the creature persuasion. Ooh, to counterspell or to try to win. Let's try to win. All right. Did we play a land already? Oh, you dummy. All right, here we go. Totally naked. I'm going to trip one of these relics EOT. Just keep the tempo going my way. I did it my way. Black. There's a new card. Cool. When it enters, target creature connives. Well, you only got 1, and man, that artwork has got to go. That's why I was picking out cards from the new set, and I wanted that for its ability, but I'm so against the art that I refuse to get it. It looks like a 4-year-old drew that or colored it in. Ugh, God, I hate that style. All right. Man, Looking back, I wish I would have done the breath weapon and held on to a. Alrighty, or discard a card. Well, wait. Target opponent loses 3 lives unless they sacrifice opponent or discard the card. Yeah, we'll discard a card, sure. Never give your opponents choices. I know these aren't tapped, but I'm going to do it for tempo anyway. Let's say done. Oop. Thoughtcast ain't bad, especially with this hand. Or, ooh, got a little better. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Well, we can't kill anything. We're going to be taking 5 anyway. Let's just completely refill our hand, I guess. Cast it. Whack! We got a whole lot of things to do, but we're going to be taking 5. Never seen this played against me. Or the other one. Wow, that's a heavy rat. I did sack the relic to draw a card. Well, our Resculpt is going to be pretty good here. Uh-oh. Well, we're getting really low on life now. Interesting list. Okay, well. I'm going to have to do the Resculpt dance here. All right, definitely. Let's play out a furnace, actually. We'll bring out our dude. Well, let me do this here on the big boy. Drawing a card. Can do the Resculpt trick here. Block here, Resculpt death that. Hopefully. Demon Inferno! Whoosh. It's like, it's too hot, it's too cold. It's right in the middle. Is our opponent multitasking here? What's going on? All right, we do absolutely nothing now, right? Right. It's going to take a lot for us to not Resculpt. Maybe they have a spell that does 6 damage. That we would counter. A lot of rogues. Morsel Theft, very good card if you only pay 2 for it. Talk about old cards not many people know about. Always right on the edge of playing this in Blackburn. Maybe it's the time. Oh God, I hate that artwork. It's like a itch that you got to scratch. You just have to keep looking at how awful it is. Who's this artist in quotes? Francisco Bedelia. Look at his last name. Bad. Immediately. Wow. We really need to find another avenue here. Okay, we're gonna let this go. We'll lose a land. Sure. Never give your opponent a choice. And most of their removal has been sorcery-based speed, so we'll do... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to target my relic. I'm going to use that. We might still need that for next turn with all these big bad fatties. I'm going to kill a furnace here. Block here and here. Take nothing. I take nothing. I'd do some serious damage. We really want to see another breath weapon. Come on, baby. Woo! I just refilled their hand again. Doesn't bode well for us. Oh, no. No. There goes that. All right. Oh, breath weapon's not going to kill that either. Oh, shoot. Feels like I'm playing against a build I made or something, minus these things. Very underwhelming. The heck does this say? Offspring. You may pay an additional 3 when you do. Oh, you make a copy of it. That's pretty cool. Still 7 mana for. Ugh. No, I don't want that. Whew. I don't know if we can win here. We'll play this out. I guess we'll tap this down. Oh God, more of something we don't need. Geez, what, I have to block? I mean, this doesn't kill anything right now. This is so weird. I think we just lose here, guys. I've already played my land out. Sit on double counterspell, block, go to 1. Weird sequencing here. It's like the perfect scenario against our hand. Just around the toughness barrier. We've got 3 of our Cryogen Relics are gone. We have 1 more we can count on. Wow. I mean, I'll play it just so that I can kill one of these fatties. Block here. I wish I could tell my opponent before I cast Breath Weapon. I know this doesn't kill Changeling. I'm just doing it to get damage trigger here and to take out one of these guys. It's such a useless card right now. Opponent has 2 cards in their hand. What is this? We're going to counterspell whatever this is. No, you don't get to refill your hand. He didn't know. Hey, that worked out. That's pretty funny. No refill for you. You should have kept your changeling out there. Oh, that would be so perfect if they had Bump in the Night. Well, our Sign in Blood right now if we want to go exact these. There's another creature. We're at 2 life. Can we live? All right. We need to Gal Blast that. Partially there. I'm not going to play my bluff. We can just cast this, and hopefully we get more removal. Well, we got a blocker. That'll have to do for now as we go to 1. It'd be so amazing if we were able to pull this off. I highly doubt it. You'll never find somebody who has more fun losing. Now that's some cool artwork. Let's look at this one for a change. Haste! This guy's just got our number. Like, what on earth? Concede. Very nice. L. All right, probably the last game of the day. I actually kind of like casting a fire here. We're going to keep Breath Weapon. I'm going to go this route, and we're going to bring in our 2 campfires just to keep us alive a bit longer. Hey, what happened here? All right, we got that. There's 1 Thoughtcast. Let me just bring in one of those. Let's go. That was kind of a first. I've never seen like such a biased draw for what we had and what we were playing. I was like, dude, 2 damage to everything. Oh, I'm drawing a bunch of stuff that's invulnerable to that and has 3 damage. It was just funny. And then like that turn, it's like, we got 1 more turn. I'm gonna play this card nobody's ever played in Pauper before that has haste. I have played that card before. Yeah, I want to play first. Very slow draw. We'll keep. Bridge. We don't have to worry about artifact removal with black across from us. Unless there's that black 1 spell that lets you duress them, but you can actually grab an artifact. Anybody remember what that's called? I don't. That's why I'm asking. I enjoy these streams. It's a quiet day at home today, but I have little kids on the weekends, so they're usually full. I watch on YouTube, but it's nice to catch it live. Hey, yeah, it's good to have you with us, number 1. Divest. Look at that. Mind Stab Thrall is on it. Woo! Nobody tell our opponent that Breath Weapon doesn't kill Changeling Outcasts. Nor does the other. Alrighty, change of plan. Well, maybe not. Yeah. Should I sit back and just worry about a counterspell? I think I do want to do that. Let's chill. Because of Lórien Revealed, I can at least, if they choose to do nothing, I can go cycle. Which might be very relevant. I've already seen a lot of the, sacrifice, draw 2 cards sort of thing, so maybe they'll do that again once I find Breath Weapon. Come on, walk into my counterspell. Do it. Hey, no for you, sir. Ink. Keep our life total up, please. Ooh, do I want to do the thing? Change of plans. Just going to invest here. Maybe they forgot that I can't block Changeling Outcast on top of the Breath Weapon. That's asking a little much. We're up against Black Rogue. It's a lot better ways to build this. No disrespect intended, but there are. Okay. Desperate for removal. Just wants to get that damage in. We lose our dude. It's sad when Kessig can't do at least 1 damage, right? This is probably worth it given the scenario we're up against here. It doesn't seem like they're on to too many creatures. So let's do Synthesizer first, maybe 3 times. Okay, it's like it heard me. I'm going to pop this out of respect. I don't want it to end up doing a bunch of damage, and then I'm just going to cast the Relic. A lot of targets. Feels like we've stabilized. Might even be able to just reveal next turn. Resculpt Control. I like that. I think I'll name the video that. Or just Resculpt in the video. A little bit more on the nose, right? Let's check this out. Goblin and Rogues, you cost 1 less. Wow! That looks like the remains of that Monarch card. The Sea Captain dude. Or no, the red one. It's like when it dies and turns into a zombie. It's like looks like the tattered robes that it wears in that one. Coming through. All right, cool. Let's find some Breath Weapon here. Be a good time to draw it. God, that Mob Lookout is just hurting my eyes. Hey, we're almost there, right? How much more? Almost there. Not even close. What an idiot. All right, let's bring out a synth. We can do that. We'll pay 1 for that. And now, I think I need a creature. Or do I just want to... Let's just do this. On to here. Get out of here. All right, we're going to do a lot of fun stuff next turn, I promise. But for now, we will take life easy. I don't want to reveal. I want to cast that thing. Hardcore style. Target player's graveyard becomes all instants and sorceries until end of turn. Why can't my opponent do that to me? Wait till it's my turn. Yeah. Clunky is the word that this deck is feeling. Clunky indeed. Alrighty, I was really thinking of playing Kessig here, but I'm just going to get this out of the way. Maybe we can find some removal. Okay, there's some removal. Just do that out of habit to make sure I don't miss a land drop. 7 cards in hand. Whole lot of options. Woo! I've played Whisper Agent. I like that card. I like anything with flash. That's a lot of card. Sure looks like it has flying, doesn't it? I mean, the crow in the background being on the edge of a building doesn't help the art to sell the non-flying claws, but whatever. All right. As we take 5 at least. I think we're going to get away with 2 wins. I hate that Mob Lookout's almost playable because I do not want to get that card. I don't really like that sequence. I would have put that on the other Mob Lookout. This is the thing you want to kill first, and he's doubling down on it and putting the counters on it. It's like, you want to spread those a little wider, in my opinion. In my opinion is all that matters, right? So Hannah Ledgewalker Evasion. Good card, good card. All right, remember when I said about putting all your eggs in one basket, sucker? Bring out the breather. Lean on more seats here. I'll say to you, good sir, hiya. Trigger this. And before he draws more removal, I think I'm going to do this. Up to... I can do this on one creature, right? 1 damage. Up to, yeah. Up to could be 1. So let's do this. Cast it. This one, please. To here, and to here. Choose up to 2 target creatures. Up to should include 1, right? Oh, come on. 1 damage. Done. Is that how it works? Please die. Did I misread that? That just makes sense to me. Up to includes 1. Well, that's on me. Big old man, let's go. Blop. We have control. Maybe. 1 damage to each. Casting a fire deals 1 damage to each, right, of up to 2 target creatures. Up to could be 1. So it would be 1 damage. Always been a weakness of mine. I have to do it, feel the mistake, and then it's in my brain. Oh no! Crack. That was for their little changeling outcasts. All right, come on over. Yug. I gotta trip these synthesizers here. Well, that'll help. 1, 2, 3, boop. Let's go. Give me some blockers. I think it's going to be spells that take us down like a prowl or something like that. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we've got to kill that agent. Just a 3-2. Just a 3-2. We do need... Now, hold on a minute. Should I bring out the other... I was thinking about bringing out the other Kessig, but I'm going to do this in case we just draw into like some removal here. All right, well, that helps a little bit. We'll do that. Give me some more removal, please. Hey, cool. That sequence worked out wonderfully. Bloop. Yeah. That was a pretty nice experiment. There he comes. We've got a full plethora going along here. All right, now we feel in control. Woo! Check that out, but it'll kill our dude to do this. Play this. We'll go blue, blue, bloop, doo, doo. Cast it. Bam! 2 damage. Gimme. Pop. Sure. Let's do it again. Whack. We're doing the thing. Don't know if it's enough. And we have done things to that. Let's go in with this. Keep a whole lot of creatures back. We're 1 black spell away from death. I like this play. Everything having haste is... Oh, just it has haste. I thought it was all rogue spells have haste or whatnot. Alrighty. It'll be blocking that. Problem is they're going to surveil. If I do get to block with the token, it'll be nice because it'll turn on Breath Weapon without us having to sacrifice something. Are we going to get there? Maybe? I put them on a Corrupted Conviction or Village Rites. Cool. All right, we're going to synth before anything, even before lands. Get them on down. Give me something good to eat. I'll land. Bump, bump, bump. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe we can just kill them with that stuff. Yeah, we got it in the bag here, unless they have some sort of drain life effect. We'll do the thing. Yeah. We'll do the thing. We'll do the thing. Boop. We won a game. It's like the fourth W I've written down. Not very good unless you're on the second round. Okay. Cast in a Fire. Get out of here. Well, you know what? Now that I know, I'm going to keep it. I just won't do that same mistake again, right? Would a null be good here? No. Let's go. Up. All right. I'm done with this list, so normally I would get mad at like a tie break going like that, but yeah. Anyway, so, you know, as I always do, this is the time of the show. Where'd that go? Where we ask. Well, I think if I was to go back in a time machine, I would like to add, we were talking about research. Research. I should have it set on, I wanted to go over that too. Perilous Research. I think we could play like maybe 2 of those, cutting the Deep Analysis. And let's just cut 1 Thoughtcast. That's definitely what I would want to go there. And also the Relic. Definitely would want to run something more along the lines of the Zero Casting Crypt. What is it? Tormod's Crypt. There we go. The good one with the old art. Let's say 4 to the sideboard. Getting rid of the relics here. So we want our graveyard, right? So for right now, this is where I would leave the list, how I'd like to play it. Got a lot of things that we can target with this that would be EOT sort of stuff. And this is also going to help Tolarian Terror a little bit more. There might even be some instants that we can start nibbling the graveyard away with or such. But yeah, Murmuring Mystic's a really good one. I really think that's missing from the list. Make sure to go to the mana cost here. I'm too lazy to do the thing. I'm not quite sure I'd be on that plan here. Yeah, maybe I have like access to 2 of these. So thank you for that, Nim. I wanted to show, I was tempted to try, if I go to Pauper here, I was tempted to, and I'm going to be trying this a little bit later today. I don't think it's going to work, but there's this new spider creature. It's actually pretty cool looking. Through the Omen Path. These are the cards I grabbed. If everybody, I guess we'll do a little review here since we had a few quitters too. So I just got this because we've got Spectacular Tactics. I was like, don't really like seeing a cheerleader in art, but I figured this might have a place in maybe my white Hexproof, or there's a few different white builds I haven't brought to you guys yet. Yeah, what was this? Just another way to fill up your graveyard and decks like Gond and stuff like that. This is the card that might be seeing play in my Protection from Red list. But this is the card that, it's kind of like, what's the Metalcraft 3/3 guy? The name escapes me right at this moment. But, you know, in Brute Squad, being able to just, you know, I'm tapping everything with Springleaf Drums anyway. And I thought that this might be cool, but I know it's not going to be. It's one of those scenario cards where, you know, if everything's going perfectly, it's like, yeah, but I do like the art on this a lot. So that's kind of why I got it too. I got this just because I know I'm never going to play it, but it is nice to have whenever you see the word both on a Magic card, I think it's pretty cool. Ardent Recruit. God, I can't believe I forgot that card. So this is the card that had me a little interested, and I do love the art on this a lot. That is a gorgeous piece of Inko Ngit. Maybe they're just like an Instagram name, and that's the artists. They put their little ink in the corner here, which I'm not a fan of, but this artwork is pretty awesome. Not quite sure how Mayhem works. I'm going to have to do it to see it. Otherwise, you can explain it to me all day long. It's not going to work. I just grabbed some Mayhem cards, and anything that you can axe from your graveyard, that's why I got it. I'm not saying I'm going to build anything with these. It's just stuff that I thought, like, as the future goes on and Pauper gets deeper and deeper, I always like to try to be forward thinking in that regard. Speaking of forward thinking, we'll have a show next week, but then on the 10th of October, I am not going to be having a show. So we almost didn't have a show today because of the update that had all kinds of bugs, and they're not going to fix it. If I had a software program like that, first thing you do, you lock down the one that works, present the update. People have problems with it. Let them be able to just re-update the old update. Have some option there. They're just like, it just doesn't exist, I guess, anymore. So anyway, y'all, it's enough windbagging for me. This Deluxe Golf signing off until next week. We're going to go out. If you want to support the show, you can do it like this.